All right, right now we're going to begin our lesson on construction. Before we get into the lesson, I just want to go over some general stuff or some introductory comments so we don't end up having to say these things in every single video that we do on construction. All right, so let us start. All right, so the first thing I would say to you is this, that construction involves the use of a compass. So in CSEC construction, um, once you're doing construction, it must involve the use of a compass. Now, what is a compass? A compass is a device that is used to scribe or draw arcs and circle. A compass is a device that is used to scribe or draw arcs and circles. 3. Number 3, the distance between the metal tip or needle of the compass and the drawing point is called the radius. The distance between the metal tip of the compass and the drawing point is called the radius. So here we have a little diagram. The diagram on the left, you have the compass needle or the metal tip, and you have the pencil point, and that distance there is called the radius. So when you're given an instruction that says open your compass to a certain radius, we're talking about the distance between the metal tip or needle of the compass and the drawing point or the pencil point. All right, the diagram to the right is showing why that distance is called a radius. Because if you're scribing a circle, the metal tip would be at the center of the circle, and the drawing point would be at the circumference, and the distance between the center of the circle and the distance from the center of the circle to the circumference is called the radius. So the distance between the metal tip or needle of the compass and the drawing point is called the radius. All right. Now, when you're doing construction, or at least when you're learning construction, you're going to hear some instructions being repeated. You'll hear these instructions over and over again, so it's important that you know what they mean. For example, in quotations, without shifting the compass. So if you hear that without shifting the compass, it means that the radius must not change. All right, so without shifting the compass is saying that the distance between the metal tip of the compass and the drawing point must not change. Now, if that distance is 4 centimeter and the instruction says without shifting the compass, it means the next time you use the compass, that distance must remain 4 centimeter. The distance must not change. So without shifting the compass is an instruction to let you know that the distance between the metal tip of the compass and the pencil point must not change in order for your drawing to be accurate, in order for your drawing to be correct. Number 2, you'll hear this instruction again. I have here with A as center. Now I'm using A here, but of course it could be B or C or X or any other letter. So with A as center means that the metal tip of the compass must be placed at A. With A as center means that the metal tip of the compass must be placed at A. In other words, A now becomes what? The center of whatever circle or arc you're going to scribe. Just a little bit about compass care. This is important. Now, the ends of the compass must be sufficiently tightened so that the radius does not change when drawing arcs and circles. In other words, the compass does not shift. So, many of the constructions that we will do will require that the distance between the metal tip of the compass and the pencil point, that radius, it will require that that radius does not what change. So in order for that radius to remain the same, the hinge or joint of the compass must be sufficiently tightened so that when you set that distance, it remains the same. All right. So in other words, so basically this is the introduction to compass to construction. Once you bear these things in mind, going forward, we should be fine.